Have you referred to the media as the most powerful enemy of the United States that they have ever seen? Is that right?
Amy Klobuchar didn't attack Kash Patel in this hearing. She didn't speculate about his motives or twist his record. She did something far more damaging. She quoted him over and over and forced him to respond.
Again, you're reading a quote. I take that you're reading it accurately.
CPAC 22324. You said we're going to come after the people in the media who lied about American citizens who helped Joe Biden rig the elections. We're going to come after you whether it's criminally or civilly. Is that something you said?
That's a partial statement of what I said.
Steve Bannon's podcast. You also said you would put the entire fake news mafia press corps on your list. Is that correct? Is that what you said?
I don't have that in front of me.
Benny Johnson's podcast, 82123. You have said that the FBI, including today, you said that they remain utterly corrupt. This is an agency with agents who have taken down terrorists, taken down bank robbers, taken down crime. And you wrote that the FBI has become so thoroughly compromised that it will remain a threat to the people unless drastic measures are taken. Do you know that under Chris Wray's leadership, he took over at a very difficult time, we all know that, appointed by President Trump, that during his tenure, the applications to the FBI has in fact tripled? Do you think people would be applying to that agency like in those numbers if they thought it was so corrupt?
The American public's trust in it is at 40%. That's an all-time low.
Did you say that the FBI headquarters should be shut down and reopened as a museum of the deep state?
Mr. Chairman, are we allowed to go an extra time?
Let's see, you get a second round. Before I call on Senator Lee.
Could he just answer the question if he said that the FBI headquarters, where they investigate cybercrime and terrorism, should be shut down and opened as a deep state,
hey, Mr. Chair,
as a museum? Did he say that the headquarters should be shut down?
Mr. Chair,
I deserve an answer to that question. He is asking to be head of the FBI, and he said that their headquarters should be shut down.
Mr. Chair, parliamentary inquiry.
You got anything you want to say, Mr. Patel, before I go on to Senator Lee?
Simply this. If the best attacks on me are going to be false accusations and grotesque mischaracterizations, the only thing this body is doing is defeating the credibility of the men and women at the FBI. I stood with them here in this country. In every theater of war we have, I was on the ground in service of this nation. And any accusations leveled against me that I would somehow put political bias before the Constitution are grotesquely unfair. And I will have you reminded that I have been endorsed by over 300,000 law enforcement officers to become the next director of the FBI. Let's ask them.
Mr. Chairman, I am quoting his own words from September of 2024. It is his own words. It is not some conspiracy. It is what Mr. Patel actually said himself. Facts matter.
You forget that you had 3 minutes in the next round to say what you just said.
Okay, I'll say them again.
Okay. Before I call Lee.
Mr. Chair, just parliamentary inquiry, and it was on time. It wasn't disputing any of the debate, but I intend to keep to my 7 minutes, and I appreciate you keeping everyone to it. If we go over, can we have that decrement against the time in the second round? If a member goes over, that was actually 10 minutes, Mr. Chair.
I'm not sure that I want to. Sometimes it's faster to get things done here, just letting people shout and than it does to shut them up.
Mr. Chairman.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
Before we go to Lee.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, what do you want?
I love this guy. Mr. Chairman, I'm unlike Senator Tillis. I mean, if we're going to start this, I want an extra 3 minutes.
Well,
now, my friend Senator Klobuchar went 3 minutes over.
So, here what you're saying is the chairman wasn't a very good chairman by not shutting her up. But I've gone through this before, and I think I know how to handle it and get this done.
I think you're a star-spangled awesome chairman. I just want to say that for the record. But if you're going to let somebody over there go 3 minutes over, I want my extra 3 minutes.
Well, let's see if it's abused by anybody else before we make that decision.
I'm just telling you, I'm going to abuse it.
Well, I'm not going to let you abuse it.
You're a good man, Mr. Chairman.
Before I go to Lee, I want to put a statement in the record from 56 former FBI agents wrote to this committee to support this nominee. Quote, never has the FBI faced such an urgent and compelling need for comprehensive reform as it does today. Mr. Patel has proven he possesses the breadth of experience required to address these challenges. His leadership, expertise, and vision make him uniquely qualified to guide the FBI through this pivotal moment. For these reasons, we stand in full support of Kash Patel's nomination. Any objection? So ordered.
What this hearing ultimately shows is not just a disagreement between a senator and a nominee. It shows a fundamental mismatch between temperament and responsibility. The director of the FBI is not a culture war position. It is not a platform for settling scores. It is not a role designed for someone who sees entire institutions, whether the press or federal law enforcement itself, as enemies to be confronted rather than democratic pillars to be protected. Amy Klobuchar's questioning stripped the issue down to its core. She didn't ask Kash Patel to explain abstract philosophies or hypothetical policies. She asked him to account for statements he made publicly, repeatedly, and enthusiastically. Statements about prosecuting journalists. Statements about the FBI being irredeemably corrupt. Statements about dismantling the very headquarters of the agency he now wants to lead. And when faced with those statements, Patel didn't clarify them. He didn't retract them. He didn't contextualize them in a way that reassured anyone who values restraint and neutrality in law enforcement. Instead, he framed oversight as an attack. He portrayed accountability as disrespect. And he suggested that questioning his words somehow undermines the morale of FBI agents themselves, an argument that quietly asks Congress to stop asking questions altogether. That is not how public service works. Leadership of the FBI requires someone who understands the weight of the institution, someone who knows that words matter because they shape trust, both inside the agency and among the public it serves. When trust is already fragile, reckless rhetoric doesn't challenge the system in a healthy way. It corrodes it. And that's the deeper concern here. This isn't about whether Patel is conservative or liberal, tough or soft, reform-minded or status quo. It's about whether he sees power as something constrained by norms or something to be wielded against perceived enemies. A free press is not a nuisance. It is not an adversary, and it is certainly not a criminal enterprise waiting to be gone after. When someone seeking this level of authority talks that way, the burden is on them to clearly and unequivocally walk it back. Patel didn't do that. The chaos at the end of the hearing, the interruptions, the joking, the arguments over time, may be entertaining, but it also serves as a distraction. Beneath all of it is a simple, unresolved reality. The nominee never gave a straight answer to the most serious questions raised about his judgment. And silence, in moments like that, speaks loudly. Because when someone asks for control over the most powerful domestic law enforcement agency in the country, the standard cannot be loyalty, bravado, or grievance. It has to be clarity, restraint, and respect for democratic limits. This hearing didn't prove Kash Patel is unqualified. It showed he's unwilling to confront the implications of his own words. And that should concern anyone who believes the FBI's power must be exercised carefully, no matter who holds it.